Now, we all know that Zlatan Ibrahimovic is suspended for the Arsenal game. Picked up a yellow card against Swansea, rules him out of the fixture. Now, Wayne Rooney has returned to Manchester United this week from England duty with a minor knee injury. No confirmation on how serious that is or whether he'll be fit to face Arsenal. But if Rooney and Ibrahimovic are out against Arsenal, who should we start up front? Now, for me, that gives the tantalising prospect of seeing Marcus Rashford up front, Anthony Martial on the left, and maybe Henrik Mkhitaryan on the right. Probably won't matter, but maybe Henrik Mkhitaryan. And all season long, I've been calling to see Marcus Rashford start up front. And a game against Arsenal is the perfect occasion. Because obviously last year, against Arsenal at Old Trafford, he really truly announced himself. Scored 2 against Midtjylland during the week in the Europa League, after Martial picked up an injury in the warm-up, and everybody was head in hands. We've lost Martial, the only exciting player we've had this season. What are we going to do? Marcus Rashford comes in, scores 2 against them, scores 2 on his Premier League debut against Arsenal, and that was at a time where United was struggling, and Arsenal were, they were high-flying. They were going for the league. We beat them, we knocked momentum out of their sails, and lo and behold, they didn't win the league. Now, Arsenal come to Old Trafford again. Their momentum is good this season. United have been struggling. And Marcus Rashford hasn't been getting much game time up front. He's been named the rising star at the North West Football Awards, absolutely deservedly the most exciting kid in the North. And for me, as I said, he's got to start against Arsenal, especially if Ibrahimovic and Rooney are out, because he just offers so much more in a central striking position than he does out on the left or on the right. You know, Rashford has been accommodating for Ibrahimovic this season, and we haven't seen the best from him. He's looked exhausted playing in a winger role in which Mourinho is asking him to defend a lot of the time. That's not part of his game. He is an attacking flair player. You need to get him running at a defence with the ball at pace. That's when you're going to get the most out of Rashford and get him into striking central positions. Now, Martial out on the left wing, he seems far more naturally adept at playing on the left wing than Rashford does. Martial loves to cut inside, he loves to run down the wing, and again, he hasn't had the best of seasons so far. But I think we're going to be sitting deep against Arsenal. Let's not forget that Mourinho has never lost against Wenger, and Arsenal haven't won at Old Trafford in a decade in the Premier League. Those two factors combined means that why is Mourinho going to change his tactics that have beaten Wenger every single time? He knows how to beat Wenger, he knows how to beat Arsenal, and he's going to do the exact same thing on Saturday. And for us to do that properly, we need to have a lethal counter-attack, because Arsenal are going to sit high, they're going to press high, and we're going to be able to get balls in over the top. And if you're playing Carrick and Herrera just behind Pogba with Martial and Rashford in front of them, you've got such possibilities to hit on the counter-attack there. And United, let's be honest, United haven't played the best football this season, but I think we've been using Rashford wrong. I think, you know, yes, he did grow through the academy as a winger and he only moved into a striker role later, but he developed so much more naturally into a striker than he did as a winger, as far as I'm concerned anyway. And I think United need to use their assets against Arsenal, because they've got Iwobi, they've got Sanchez, they've got Ozil. Arsenal are looking dangerous this season. And if United are going to beat them, which we should be beating Arsenal, as I said, given our record, given Wenger against Mourinho, there's a lot of factors that point towards this. Yes, Arsenal fans are going to say, at some point this record's got to go. No, it doesn't. Oh, well, it probably will at some point, but I don't want it to, because we've always had the number on Arsenal. No matter anything that's happened in the league since Fergie left, David Moyes didn't lose to him, Louis van Gaal didn't lose to them. Let's hope that Jose Mourinho won't lose to them in the league either. Let me know who you would start up front, but for me, I'd love to see Marcus Rashford up front, Anthony Martial out on the left, and Henrik Mkhitaryan out on the right-hand side, because those three, just in front of Pogba with Carrick and Herrera behind them, is one hell of an attacking unit. And maybe I'm being harsh on Juan Mata. Would you start Mata in this game? Because Mata has been fantastic for United this season, but again, the pace isn't quite there with him. But United have options. You know, we may have Ibrahimovic out, and Rooney may well be out as well, but United have got great strength in this squad, and I want to see us use it against Arsenal. And as I said, I'd start Rashford and Martial in their correct positions. Maybe Martial's not correct position isn't out on the left wing, but seeing as Mourinho's not going to play 4-4-2 at any point this season, I don't know if we can ever see Rashford and Martial together. But how exciting would that be? Let me know your preferred attacking formation. Would you start Rashford up front? Would you start Martial out on the left? We'll obviously be doing our predicted 11 later in the week, and we'll be chatting to Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV. So make sure you check out all our preview videos. But that's it for today's video. Drop a like on it, subscribe to United People's TV, and we'll see you all soon. Take it easy.